Good evening. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jake Lawrence. I'm a Union Township resident, as well as the fire chief of the Fillingville Volunteer Fire Department. Tonight, I'd like to correct a few statements that were made in the previous township meeting regarding the Fillingville VFD services. The purpose of my statement this evening is not to damage any reputation of other services provided to the township, but rather to protect Fillingville VFD's reputation and to provide facts to correct statements. Fillingville Volunteer Fire Department is proud to be contracted with Union Township to provide fire protection to 100% of Union Township. Not only do we do our job as contracted, we go above and beyond what is written. In addition to fire protection services, Fillingville responds to over 50 different call types, including vehicle accidents, trees down with wires involved, and anytime assistance is requested of us by the medics, police, or El Rama Volunteer Fire Department. If the township or any other service providers would like to discuss this in more detail, I'd like to propose a meeting with all appropriate parties at a later date. Also, to create an inclusive environment for the suggested Union Township Emergency Services Committee, Fillingville VFD would like to be an equal member. I myself would like to be involved in the committee, and I would like to open the committee to members of our department as well. Additionally, as fire chief and township resident, I appreciate this board's work to have the Southeast Regional EMS contract as well as the Monongahela Police Department contract signed and approved. We have a great working relationship with these departments, and we look forward to continuing to build on them. Also, if I would, while I have the floor, I'd like to provide a little more information on Fillingville VFD. Today, our department has 30 active members, including 4 junior firefighters. We're always looking to expand our strength in membership. If there are any residents that would like to join our forces, please stop by our department on Monday nights when we hold our training, or call our fire station at 724-348-4220. Just an informative note, junior firefighters must be the age of 16 years to join our fire department. If firefighting isn't your thing, we also have associate membership where you can help with many other volunteer opportunities such as fundraising, event planning, fire prevention, and equipment maintenance. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you agree with the gentleman from Rama that a committee being formed would be a great idea?
I do.
I mean, I never thought of it, so,
I think
actually, people have been reaching out to me ever since that meeting. There was a lady from 911, there was a Serums member that reached out to me that,
I think like it was stated at the meetings, you'll have a little bit more personnel that are more educated in the emergency services field to assist with
yeah,
maybe decisions or recommendations to the
Yeah.
township. I think it's a good thing.
and it may be way more informative to us. I mean, we don't know what you guys go through, what
Right.
could be better, you know, like the relationship with the board and the emergency services could be brought a lot further together.
I feel like it would also help gather us all together more, maybe talk a little
Yeah.
bit more
Absolutely.
as a group, you know, of emergency services people too. So
Mhm.
I think it would be beneficial. I do, and I would like to be considered for that, like I said.
I absolutely think it would be beneficial to have.
Did the township in the past few years ever adopt any type of ordinances or anything providing for relief property taxes for you guys?
They discussed it very late, right, maybe the month before they left. They discussed the
Cause we've
possibility.
been doing it for 3 or 4 years other places. You know what I'm talking about?
I think
Act
Mr. Bailey had brought it up.
Mr. Bailey?
Yeah, it's a relief for the volunteers that are members of the fire department, they get a relief on their property taxes.
Right, so
for that.
a lot of places I represent, I think it's called Act 167, is that what they call it?
Yeah, something like that, I can't remember the actual act, but yeah.
So what we do in a lot of places, because they do provide a benefit to the township, and it's not paid, correct? So what we do in a lot of places, it provides some relief that,
Probably my mother.
Sandy.
It's my mother.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Alright. So
She's not even listening.
so what we do at different places,
Um,
so what we do at different places, we
like,
allow,
people have phones.
you know, we go through a process, we pass an ordinance saying that active volunteer firemen basically can get property tax relief or earned income tax relief. Is that something you guys would be interested in doing?
Yeah, most definitely, you just gotta realize, they gotta be residents of Union Township. you know?
Right,
'Cause there's a
But I mean,
lot of-
Yeah, we can't give a
we
tax
have
break to
members
someone
that,
doesn't,
you know, my department itself, we have a few members that aren't members, aren't residents of Union Township, but, you know, we have a
Yeah.
lot that are.
do they do that?
Same
legal
goes
bar-
probably for both
No,
departments.
sir.
Why don't they?
It's a good question.
Maybe if we do it, they'll do it. And then their members that live in
Could bring it
Finleyville
up
can get a
at the
break,
council
and
meeting.
their members that live in Union Township can get a break, everyone.
Is that something council would, council, township would be interested in doing?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. I,
listen to it.
Get a copy of the,
I'll, if you want, for next meeting, I'll prepare a draft ordinance, you guys can take a look at it.
Right.
And basically it provides relief, property tax relief for the firefighters, because, again, they face it, they gotta go out there -2 degrees, below zero and do stuff, and
if there's any, yeah.
If I could
So-
comment on that, anything to attract volunteer firefighters and or just
Absolutely.
admin work people is appreciated, so.
well,
I'm
I
sure
know what
Lenny
I can do
they
for this
feel the
township,
same way, I mean,
but
it's
we-
important,
but you may wanna, after we get to there, you may wanna take it back to your borough.
sure, I agree.
And-
So are you saying you
But
have
he's a
some
resident of
firemen that
Union.
live in
he's a
Finleyville?
resident of Union
No.
Yeah,
Township.
but we,
No,
I
just
Not
outside.
in the borough, like,
Yeah.
right outside, but
Right,
they're not.
I'm just saying township
I thought
president.
he had someone that
Yep.
lived in the borough. that was
The
on
borough
days
should
that
do
we
one for
discussed
anybody
with
that lives in the
Those
borough.
guys a break, and he said, no, they're not in the borough, they're just outside.
okay, so I'll draft something for next meeting about that, okay?
All right.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate
All
Thank you.
right, take care, sir.
Was there any input that you got, I know I didn't have you on the agenda, but
No, with the starters to the tax relief, that's actually something that I'd like to see more. That way, it's the fraction of the cost of what your relief is. I mean,
Mhm.
it may only be $100. If you compound that, payment for a full-time fire service protection is probably close to $1 million to $1.5 million
It's a
to
lot of money.
equip the full-time fire service, and that's pennies on the dollar to try to bring volunteers in.
as a supervisor, I didn't even know about that act.
It's something.
But that's something that your idea for the committee would be useful for, because you guys could actually teach us ways to appreciate you guys better. And what, what you're lacking in, or what needs you have, or, that was a great idea, I'm all for that. So, I mean, it is educational even for us. And I know what it's like to be a volunteer, I'm not saving lives or anything, but
No, but
but
there,
it's, you have to commend people that go in and volunteer their time
so the
to
previous
serve their
board
community.
considered it, they didn't go through it?
They didn't consider it, it was raised by Mr. Bailey, and
Yeah, we talked about it, but it never went any
it
further.
never went any further. He had brought it up at a couple of meetings, and they acted like they were gonna look into it.
Alright, so I'll get some together next, okay?
That'll be for the
Next meeting,